Hello everyone, I will start in a few minutes. I will share my screen again. Up. Hello. I'm just waiting like 30 seconds so other people can join, and then I will start the presentation.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi. Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning. Good evening. So I will start. So hello everyone. Welcome to this info session about the We Rise Open Call 2. Yeah, just a quick overview of the agenda. So we will introduce you the program, the We Rise program. Then we will go through the application process, the selection process, a quick sum up like with the timeline and what to expect from this program. And of course, at the end, you'll have enough time to ask all your questions in a Q&A. So today presenting, so it's me, Alex Lecoq. I'm European Project Manager at Euroquity BPI France. And among other European projects, I'm in charge of the We Rise program. And with me, it's Joanna Pereira. So she's EU Project Coordinator of Fast Track. And so they are the coordinator of the We Rise project. So yeah, no, Joanna, the floor is yours. Sorry.
Thank you, Alex. So good morning, everyone. My name is Joanna, and I'm very happy to be with all of you here today. And so we are going through some information about the program, the We Rise program. So first of all, who are we? So We Rise is a EU-funded project with the main goal of empowering underrepresented female entrepreneurs in the GreenTech, AgriTech, and ClimateTech sectors through a strategic blend of funding and tailored support. And the main goal of the project is to amplify the market presence of high potential women-led startups, particularly from emerging European economies. So We Rise is formed by a consortium of 5 partners. So if you can go to the next slide, please, Alex. Yep, thank you. So first of all, Fast Track Venture, which is based in Portugal, is a VC firm focused on deep tech, working closely with the ventures to support entrepreneurs to become investment ready and scale their business. Then we have G-Force, based in Slovakia, is a pre-seed VC investment fund for ClimateTech startups. And then we have Toro Ventures that is based in Spain and is a financial advisory and strategic business consultancy company. Connecting actors in the startups and financing field. Then Suntech Park, based in Lithuania, is a non-profit organization committed to fostering entrepreneurship, advancing clean tech, and promoting digitalization. And last but not least, we have BPI France, which is a French public investment bank. So following this initial presentation about the project, we will now focus on the program itself. So as mentioned, We Rise is looking for female-led startups in the sectors of green tech, agri-tech, and climate tech. So who is eligible to participate in this program? So first of all, women-led startups, and this means a company compliant with the SME definition provided by the European Union, with a woman as a co-founder, a CEO, CTO, or CSO at the time of application. Companies, of course, operating in the fields of green tech, agri-tech, and climate tech. Deep tech startups, and this meaning that the startup must show evidence of development of advanced and disruptive technologies. Companies must be funded before January 1st, 2025. And the startups must be legally established in EU member states or associated countries to arise in Europe. In this regard, so preference will be given to moderate and emerging innovator countries, as at least 60% of the participants should come from these countries. The applicants must also meet at least one of the transversal criteria, either the maturity level, with a product market fit with a TRL 6 to 8 and validated by initial clients, or the funding stage, and the company here must have raised at least 300K euros in public or private funding. So applicants shall meet these eligibility requirements for the entire program duration. Okay, so in the next slide, we show here the details about the eligible countries. So startups that are established in EU member states or associated countries to Horizon Europe are eligible to apply. And preference will be given to startups coming from moderate to emerging innovator countries, as defined by the European Innovation Scoreboards. So please note that this classification is at national level and not regional level. And in this slide, you can also see the associate countries to Horizon Europe that can be eligible as well. So regarding the sectors, as I mentioned before, we are looking for startups operating in the fields of AgriTech, GreenTech, and ClimateTech. So here, AgriTech refers to the application of advanced technologies and digital innovations to enhance agricultural practice, improve productivity, sustainability, and efficiency, and reduce the environmental impact, including the impact on biodiversity. On the other hand, GreenTech refers to innovative technologies and business models that promote environmental sustainability, improve resource efficiency, and reduce the negative ecological impacts. And finally, ClimateTech refers to technology, solutions, and innovations aimed at mitigating climate change, reducing carbon emissions, and enhancing climate resilience. We also are looking for deep tech startups within these three sectors. So regarding deep tech, this means that your innovation should aim to provide concrete solutions to our societal problems by finding its source in a deep interaction with the most recent scientific and technological advances, and by seeking to produce a profound impact in the target application areas. So deep tech is a technology that is based on cutting-edge scientific advances and discoveries. And please note that deep tech is different from the high tech, which tends to refer only to R&D intensity. So we recommend you to look into the terms and definitions documents that we have prepared for WeRise, where you can find the details of these definitions of the three sectors and also the deep tech definition here. Okay, now looking into the WeRise journey. So the program will support in total 40 startups in 2 cohorts, so 20 startups in each open call, and has a total of 1.2 million euros of financial support to third parties. So we are currently promoting the second open call. The first open call is already closed and is ongoing, the support program. The program here is structured in 2 phases, and we'll see more details about them in the next slides. So the first phase of the WeRise program is the nurture phase, and here we will select 20 startups that will enter a 3-month support program. So during this period, the startups will develop a strategic action plan, which is basically a roadmap tailored to each startup's growth objectives. And the selected startups will also benefit from specialized training workshops, a curated learning nuggets library, dedicated business coaching, and collaborative peer learning through structured thematic roundtables and peer review sessions. For the phase 2, the bloom phase of WeRise, we will select 10 of the most promising startups from the initial 20 selected in phase 1. And this acceleration stage will have a 4-month duration, and startups will move from planning to execution with a strong focus on investor matchmaking and stakeholder engagement, as well as strategic business development. So during this period, the startups will implement their strategic action plan that was developed in phase 1, focus here on product development, market expansion, and investor engagement. And they will also benefit from one-on-one business coaching sessions, advanced workshops, fireside chats, and interactive Q&A sessions with industry experts. Also investor matchmaking activities and network and market exposure through matchmaking sessions and the showcase and investor demo day. Besides this support that we showed in the previous slides, the selected startups will also receive funding. So for phase 1, 20 startups will receive 5,000 euros each that will be paid upon the signature of the subgrant agreement. And for phase 2, the 10 selected startups will receive 50K that will be paid in accordance with payment distributions aligned with activities that they will implement in phase 2 program. So how can the startups use this funding support? So for phase 1, the grant can cover activities such as the participation to international events, conference, exhibitions, and fairs, and also travel expenses for attending these events or meeting with investors or other stakeholders. On the other hand, for phase 2, the funding support can be used for a different type and sets of activities that go from further development of the product to technology improvements to involve end users or testers in product development activities, as well as developing new business models or marketing and branding costs, business development activities, development of market studies, and as well participation to international events and travel expenses to attend those events or other meetings, and of course personal costs related with the implementation of the support program. Okay, now we can move on to the application process, and I leave the floor to Alex.
Thank you, Joanna. Can you hear me well? Yes?
Yes.
Perfect. So for the application process, sorry, the slides are a bit slow. Okay. So the first step is to find the greenhouse community on AgriTech. So I'm guessing some of you are already in the greenhouse community because I invited the community to this info session. But the idea is to join, register or log in on AgriTech. Then you'll have a button to apply to join the greenhouse community. Then you can access the open call with the application form, fill in the application form and submit it. But yeah, so you have different ways to find this greenhouse community. So you can scan right now the QR code. But anyway, I send to everyone the recording of the session and also the presentation. So you have all the different way to join the community, and maybe also I send it in the chat. Then you have to register or log in if you already have an account on the AgriTech platform. Then you will apply to join the greenhouse community. So I need to check your company before accepting you in the community, so it can take up to 1 business day. So that's why you are not accepted immediately in the community. Once you have been approved into the greenhouse community, then you can apply to the open call. I can just briefly show you, but so it will look like that. And then you click here and directly you'll go on the application form. Then you have to fill out the application form. You can also download the declaration of owner and HTML declaration in the data room section of the greenhouse community. Maybe again, I will show you like that, you'll know, but when you will be accepted in the greenhouse community, you will have access to the data room. And in the data room, you have all interesting documents related to the open call, and you have the declaration of owner and the SME declaration to download. and then you can fill in the documents and include them in your application form. And you just submit your application form. You can also save if you want to do the form in several steps, you can save your form for later. You receive an email and you can go back and finish the form later. And then we'll go through the selection process with Joanna.
Thank you, Alex. So the selection process for WeRise was designed to ensure fairness, transparency, and adherence to the principles of inclusivity and impartiality. And the same process will be applied to both phases of the WeRise open call. So the first step is the submission and initial review. So applications are submitted through the Eurocity platform. And the eligibility check team will review all applications for compliance with eligibility criteria. Please note that only applications submitted through the platform will be accepted. No other form of application will be accepted for this open call. Then the step 2 is the assignment of evaluators. So applications are distributed among the evaluation committee members, and each application is assigned to 2 evaluators for an independent review. Then step 3 is the scoring of the application. So evaluators will assess the applications based on the predefined evaluation criteria, and scores and justifications will be recorded in a standardized template. The next step is the consensus meeting. So if there are discrepancies between the evaluator scores, so the evaluators and the evaluation committee chair will meet and discuss, to discuss and resolve these differences. And the final score is determined through consensus. Then step 5 is the final selection. Applications will then be ranked based on their final scores, and the top ranked proposals meeting the required quotas are selected to enter the program. And the final step is the feedback and results communication. So all applicants will receive the evaluation feedback. We also like to mention again that the possibility to apply for the phase 2 of the program is reserved only to the startups that were selected for phase 1 that have completed a 3 months intensive support program and developed their strategic action plans. Okay, now some information about the evaluation criteria. So for phase 1, there are 3 main evaluation criteria that evaluators will follow. And the first one is the alignment of the proposal to the WeRise objectives. The second one is related with the review of the application form. So the evaluators here will analyze the team in terms of core composition, the skills, experience, and so on. The excellence and innovation, so the level of innovation with the market and how the project is novel, the TRL level of the product, and further on. And then the impact, so the market definition and sizing, the competitive landscape, and the scalability of the business model. The final criteria, the third criteria, is the review of the investment readiness level assessment. And here is to determine the startup's current maturity, alignment, and consistency with the application, growth potential, and the overall readiness to invest. So all criteria here have the same weight, and the maximum score obtainable is 15. So just a quick note about the investment readiness level assessment. So this is a self-assessment questionnaire that to evaluate the investment readiness of the startups, where we will ask applicants to provide information about 6 key areas that are critical to understand the startup's maturity and support needs. So these areas cover entrepreneurial idea and innovation, the team, product or service, the market, impact, and finance. For phase 2, there are 2 main evaluation criteria. So the first one is the alignment to the WeRise objectives, and the second one is the completeness and coherence of the strategic action plan that was developed in phase 1. Again, all criteria have the same weight, and the maximum score obtainable here is 10. And now just a quick overview of the strategic action plan. So the main components of this roadmap that will be developed in phase 1 are the goals that should be clear and measurable, a strategy development, so meaning the pathway to achieve these goals, an action plan, including actionable steps, responsible partners, and timelines, KPIs to measure progress, and a realistic implementation timeline with milestones. And now again, I'll leave the floor again to Alex.
Thank you. So yeah, to sum up, so it's here a short timeline of the open call. So it opens on December 4. It will close on February 12 at 5 p.m. CET. And then so we'll do the eligibility check and evaluation part between end of February and the beginning of March. So you'll hear from us like in March, and the program will kick off beginning of April. So the dates are for references, but they can change, like it can slightly change like the program kickoff or things like that. But for the open call closing, yeah, it's February 12th. And so to sum up what to expect for you as a startup, so it's a financial support up to 55k euros. It's tailored coaching and mentorship depending on your needs. You'll have access to investors and corporates. We will also organize like workshops depending on the cohort and the needs of the startups. You'll gain visibility and market access, and of course you'll have a supportive community. So you are joining a collaborative ecosystem of funders, investors, and industry leaders. And so now it's time for Q&A. So I will maybe stop sharing. Oh, and also, if you think about something like after the call, you can ask your question to this email address. But again, you'll receive this presentation, so you'll have the contacts. I think we have already some questions in the chat. I didn't see it while speaking. You answered some of them, I think, Joanna.
I'll just answer
Okay.
the UK. Yeah, just to confirm, UK is eligible to apply yes to the WeRise program. Maybe we can go through the questions.
Yeah.
Alex, maybe, yeah.
So someone is asking the female representative, for example, so CSO, so Chief Scientific Officer, must be at the same hierarchy level as the CEO and the CTO to be eligible.
Yes, I can answer yes. Yes, so the female representative should be in a C-level position, so either a co-founder or one of these three roles, and should be in the same level. Yes.
Well, thank you. We have also a question. Switzerland is not an associated country for all reasons. Is Switzerland allowed to apply? I was told no for the first application cycle.
Okay, so regarding Switzerland, we have to check what is the status right now. So the associated countries must be associated to a Rise in Europe program, and particularly for WeRise, they should be associated to Pillar 3 of the Horizon program, Horizon Europe program. So we will check if Switzerland is already an associated country to this pillar or not, and we'll come back to you. So what I would suggest...
the question,
yeah, we noted the question, and then we'll send you an email with the answer.
Yeah, I noted the name and the question, like that we can be sure up. Then you are asking if we have any tips or instructions for the pitch deck. Actually, we did a webinar on the Greenhouse community regarding a pitch deck, so I can add it in the email I will send to everyone. It's a presentation called How to Build a Killer Pitch Deck. So if you want, I can send it to you. Then can we receive feedback from WeRise team if we want to apply before formally submit the application into the equity platform website?
So here, no, we do not provide feedback on the applications before submission. The only feedback that we can provide is about the eligibility criteria if your startup or your idea fits with the program general objectives and rules, but not on the application form. Now, this will be evaluated by the evaluation committee afterwards the submission.
Thank you. So yeah, I will send the presentation. I see a question regarding that. Can the startup be in process of incorporation?
No, as well, one of the eligibility criteria is that the startups must be founded before the 1st of January 2025. So at the time of application now, they should be incorporated as before, yes.
Then there is the question about the timeline, but I think you said, but for the timeline, so it's ending on February 12 at 5 p.m. And then, so the program will kick off in April, so you'll hear the results sometime in March. Is Chief Marketing Officer also eligible for female representatives?
No, the answer here is no. Only CEO, CSO, and CTO or co-founder are eligible.
And are any more application cycles planned? No, it's the last open call for this program. And what is the application content? For example, product description, company description. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I can quickly show the application.
Yeah.
You have, actually, I will download it from the data.
Yeah,
in the data room.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, it would be easier like that. But in the data room, when you join the Greenhouse community, and I can add this PDF also in the mail I will send to everyone who registered to this station. But I have a PDF with all the questions, like that you can have an overview before starting your actual application. I will send it to you. My question is related to the sentence from the Open Call 2 guidelines. Any applicant receiving double funding for the same activities from other sources will be disqualified. I am a WomenTech EU awardee. The activities we plan here do not overlap with those covered by our WomenTech EU project. However, before submitting the proposal, I want to ensure full compliance with the no double funding rules so that we do not risk disqualification.
Yeah, so yeah, I can reply to this one. So yeah, we will not provide funding to startups that already are being funded for the same activities through other programs. So that's why this information in the guidelines. So if you are if you have activities or you are a beneficiary of the WomenTech EU program, but the activities that you are planning to do within WeRise are different and do not overlap, that is no problem. So you can apply to, and you are eligible to apply to WeRise. If somehow the activities are overlap in some way, so that's a no. So we will not be able to consider you as eligible because no double funding is allowed here. So you just need to check the activities that you are doing in WomenTech EU and see the activities that you're planning to for WeRise.
Thank you. Then we have a question. How can I prove maturity level?
So here it's one of the transversal criteria. So either you have a maturity level with a TRL 6 to 8, and in here you have to provide a description on how can you prove this maturity relates with the definition of the TRL levels. If you already have clients engaged and what type of activities you are doing with them, or you have a funding maturity, and it's related with you should have received at least 300K in funding.
Thank you. Someone is asking if a small company of 9 years old is still eligible.
It depends if you comply with the eligibility requirements of the WeRise open call, then yes, it's eligible to apply. And there's a question, but I don't think.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
Maybe if you can open the mic and explain your question.
Because I was not sure to understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just wait a bit. And again, if you have questions that cross your mind after the call, you can reach out to info@werise.eu. But I will send you everything in the thank you email after the session, so you'll have access to everything.
Yeah, if there are more questions, you can just open the microphone and ask or write in the chat.
Yeah. We'll just wait a few minutes and then.
What is it again, please? The date of which the company should have incorporated?
It's January 1st, 2025, before that date.
Okay, because I think WomenTech and You is 6 months, right? So this is long.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know the requirements of WomenTech EU. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. When applying for WeRise, we are asked to register with Equity. Even so, I registered, the WeRise application button didn't open. Is the application call currently closed, or do we have to wait? No, I think it's because you have to wait for my approval. Maybe I just received your. Did you register like now? If it's a yes, I need to check your company first, and that's why you haven't been you haven't accessed yet to the application form. I think it's for that. I will just check if I received your request. It's not an automatic. Let me just check if I can see your. Oh, I will check after. Okay. The WeRise program targets incorporated startups. Are there any European Union funding programs or calls that you would recommend for women-led entrepreneurs who have not yet established a company but are developing an idea or early stage project? I don't know if you know of any, Joanna, but what you can do is what okay, first I can answer that if you join the greenhouse community, like I'm sharing like other open calls from sister project, like related project to WeRise, that could be interesting for the community. And actually we did a webinar with 6 other projects funded by the EU, was different roles, so you can always join the greenhouse community, and like that you'll have access to those info. I don't know, Joanna, if you wanted to add something else, but
yeah, I was adding the same information.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, the greenhouse community, I think it's a good place to find other opportunities besides the WeRise, because we are promoting other activities there as well.
And then, do you recommend we share a structure of the company to prove the C-level of the female representative, or how do you validate this criteria?
Yeah, so at the stage of application, there's a set of questions related with the female representative and female leadership in the company and the application form. So once you open the application form, you'll see these questions. And also the template is available on the greenhouse.room that you can check it and see the questions. And then if if the startup is selected for to enter the program, so the WeRise management team, they reserve the right to ask for additional information if needed. to prove some of the eligibility criteria, and this can be one point. So at one stage, if the startup moves forward with the program, we probably would ask some information about the structure of the company to prove this C-level involvement of the female representative.
Thank you.
So I hope it replies to the question.
Don't know if anyone has other questions. Otherwise, again, I will send the chat the email address to reach out if something crossed your mind after.
Yes, please do so. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us through the info email that Alex just shared in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to give you further information.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is any additional question.
Oh, no, not yet. Otherwise, we can indeed close this meeting. And of course, also, as I will send an email, you can answer my email. But yeah, I will send all the info. So thank you very much to everyone. I think we can end the event. Everyone is saying thank you. So I think we finished with the questions. But
thank you, everyone,
for being here. And yeah, do not hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to receive your applications from all of you.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for attending.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.